man. I don't know why we'd be linked with Werner, but yeah, man, shout out to that. Let's obviously scan this again. I think even Arteta was talking about transfers and that as well, people. I haven't listened to his post Emirates Cup comments, but yeah, it is what it is, man. Let's start getting into stuff. Again, screen's not even changed. Keep your opinions coming, people. Bro, Santi and Kokalele were our midfielders, broski. Big up my guy M. That's the guy who made the intro, folks. So yeah, no, you can't get no shout out, man. I know your name's probably on some funny man business, bro. Allow it, bro. Come on, man. Anyways, away from that, we've been linked with Werner. I don't think anybody believes this, but Werner's been linked with a bag of clubs. I don't know if he's going to stay or not at Chelsea, but apparently Arsenal considering shock Timo Werner transfer move with Chelsea willing to let flop striker leave this summer. I don't know what they're on, people. Werner's got just 10 goals in 56 Premier League games. I can't lie. I thought it was a lot better than that, as mad as he is. Yeah, and he's on 270 grand a week. Forget about it. Forget about it. You know, I'm not one to watch money, but the resources aren't resourcing if I'm honest with you, people. Again, Balogun's apparently close to joining Reims on loan. Balogun to join Reims today ahead of season-long loan, and he's only 19. So, what? I knew that was something wrong about to get 19-year-old star experience. The man's 21. He needs to play games, really. So, yeah, he's set to go to France. Good look for him. Hopefully he does his thing, man. And he puts himself in the shop window so he can either become a better player here and give us an option or be sold for some money, people. So, yeah, that's that. Serie A side kick-off talks with Arsenal to land midfielder. Oh, yes, Lucas Torreira. 1 minute, Sampdoria, Lazio, Fiorentina again, Rome. Back in Italy. How many lies you got for us now? Sampdoria once again have kicked off talks with Arsenal aimed at bringing Lucas Torreira back to the club. They can't buy him back for what we want. Apparently they've started off talks. I don't know if that's going to happen. Is his wages going to make it a thing? I don't know, people, but they've been linked with him again. Unfortunately, he was chatting ish about him. I'm sure you all saw Unai Emery. You know, we don't like to see people mock people's accents, especially someone that can speak French, Spanish, English, and bare things. You know, you can have a laugh and a joke, but it did go too far. I'm sure you all saw this where watched the video where he's put his middle finger up at him. I think the Arsenal thing's what made him do that. I haven't seen someone in a while put a middle finger up with that, bro. He meant, big up Emery, he meant every bit of that. Like 100% he meant that. He done that with his chest. I think this is, we'll circle back over these comments in a sec, people, in relation to Arteta. Allegedly, Fulham make 8 million. Hey, you're putting me off. Why is this? Thank you. Fulham make 8 million breakthrough in Bernd Leno. In fact, why am I looking at this? 1 second, people. Where's the Athletic? We got the original source article here, people. You know I like to look at the Athletic and stuff. Back again. Zoom out. Oh, well, I thought I had the drip. I don't have the shortcut drip on the Mac. Arsenal reach agreement to sell Leno to Fulham, people, as you can see. Region of 8 million quid. Now we all know we'd like a bit more than 8 million quid, but we're at where we're at. At least I'd prefer to have a quality keeper as our number 2, but we're in a dangerous scenario as a club. You've got a German international, 100-odd grand a week, as your number 2 not playing. He wants to. That's a dangerous one. You got a 72 million pound man who's earning anything from 100 to 140k a week. You need to address these situations, especially as they're marginalized players. Looks like, before he went on to America, he was going to go to Fulham. Fulham get a good keeper. Hopefully we've got a sell-on clause, because if they get relegated, does he want to go play there? Fulham have reached an agreement with Arsenal to sign Leno. As I said there, the keeper is expected to undergo a medical with the newly promoted side next week, with last details being finalised between the two Premier League clubs. Personal terms between Leno and Fulham are in place. Leno has been a target for Fulham throughout the summer as they prepare for their Premier League return, people. So, yeah, that's them getting their goal. Is there any other Arsenal-related news on the Athletic? Oh, yeah, we've seen that already. Premier League captains to decide whether to continue taking the knee. I mean, man don't even know why they're doing the knee. Like, it's not a talking point. There's no point even discussing it, really. Once again, Nuno Tavares has completed a move to Marseille. People, we wish him all the best. They do not have a buy option. He made 28 appearances across all comps, people. Hopefully, he comes back a better player, people, as we know. Apparently, Martinelli has said Gabriel Jesus is among one of the world's best strikers. He is. For me, Jesus is one of the best strikers in the world. I am happy to have him here, and it's a pleasure to play with him. I hope I can give him a lot of assists, and we go to the national team together. I hope so too. And he spoke about how he asked him to stay. And I like to see the partnerships building on the pitch, man. You know, Saka and Martinelli, mainly when one was a left back and one was the winger, got a good relationship. On either flank, they link up well. Zinchenko, when playing left back and whatnot, seems to have a good link up with other people. Odegaard and Saka as well. Odegaard, Saka and Jesus and Eddie, Jesus and Martinelli. Relationships are building, really. You know, Ben White and Gabriel and William Saliba at right back and centre back. Obviously, over on the other hand side, if it is to be Zinchenko or Tini with Gabriel and Saliba, Gabriel and Ben White and Saliba, you need different options. The midfield, Xhaka and Partey like Batty and Bench in it, so they've been playing together on a significant one. So that's that from the Athletic. Going from Safari back to Google now. Fulham make £8 million breakthrough with Leno set for medical. So we already know that, people. So yeah, man, good luck, Leno, man. You always had integrity. We understand that you just want to play games. Doesn't seem like there's anything there. Arsenal will look to axe 11 flops, including record transfer Nicolas Pepe and Leno to fund Arteta's spree. I mean, is this anything new necessarily, folks? We know that a bunch of players we're trying to get rid of. A couple of them are not going to make the grade at the football club, but apparently Arsenal will look to axe 11 of those, which can't imagine we don't know. Leno's on his way out. Pepe's easy, who's headed out on loan, as had Nuno Tavares. Balogun looks set to go to France, where, you know, the more tricky ones, really. And to be honest, I'm a bit, as much as it's for the club, and I can understand these guys wanting to stay, there's a lot of finances and the London aspect and being comfortable. But I would have thought a lot of these players have reasons to want to move. Torreira, I would have thought it would have been a formality staying at Fiorentina or going to Italy. Ainsley, a bit different, but I thought considering he's changed agents, like Pepe, I thought the one I thought we'd just bite the bullet and move on. Bellerin, we knew a bit like Pepe financially. It's a bit of a techie one. I think everyone thought that one was going to drag out. I personally think Marie will. The club were hoping to raise as much as 50 million for that unwanted quintet, but I've yet to receive any firm offers. So it's all peak right now. So yeah, Renison was linked to going to Denmark. Clearly hasn't materialized into anything proper. Big up Freddie Paxton. Apparently, Edu held informal meeting around 2 months ago with the reps for Lucas Paqueta. At the time, Arsenal's priority was to complete Jesus and other, but remains unclear how Arsenal will move after outgoing. So we had thoughts, but didn't we? 1 minute he wants to sign, then we hear he's rather join Tottenham and somewhere else, people. So, you know, big up my guy Freddie, and make sure you're taking him in. You know, he's obviously got some key quotes there if you want to take them in as well. So looks like the Paqueta things are madness. We do have a crazy skipper curse, and I hope Odegaard, you know, I don't even want to put any negativity into that. Just some William Saliba propaganda, people, you know. Got 90 minutes against Sevilla, 90 against Chelsea, 31 against Orlando, 71 against Everton. So, yeah, with Ben White playing right back, circumstances have been fortunate for Saliba. Hopefully he can take advantage. He's yet the point at Arsenal where we had a very good record when Mustafi was playing. How did that end? Forget all of that. Gabriel Jesus, man of the match, 3 goals, 4 shots on target, 50 touches in the 79 minutes he played, 5 dribbles, 3 of those successful, and made 23 passes with an accuracy of 82.1. Class player quality, Donny. Eddie Nketiah and Jesus, between them, have 13 goals in pre-season. You have to apply a pre-season tax, but that is quite nice to hear. I was just on Obino's Twitter account trying to find related news in relation to what's going on, people. Again, shout out to all these accounts that do a good thing of keeping up to date with all the transfers. Marie was linked with Fenerbahce, hasn't taken the opportunity to go there. Apparently, he's wanted by Valencia, as you can see here. Again, Leno is signing for Fulham. Bellerin wants to terminate his contract, and a meeting with his agent and Arsenal happened this week to talk about it. And I mean, Edu kind of said that is an angle that they're not going to shy away from doing, people. Fabrizio Romano has once again said Leno will undergo medical tests and sign for Fulham this week. Personal terms are agreed. It's a madness. Balogun's to undergo medical in France, which is today. So he's doing his thing, people. Apparently, he rejected offers from the Premier League, which it could have been good, but it all depends what Reims have told you. They're going to use you consistently. Would have loved you to go back to Middlesbrough and work with Chris Wilder, but it's calm. You know, this is a top division. So yeah, it just seems like that. Again, apparently negotiations. So let's see. Arsenal have joined Chelsea in the race to because a day. I don't know anything about him, people. You know, nothing about him. Hopefully he's talented. I'd imagine there's some. I'm pessimistic on either way, folks. So yeah, it's just filtered around outgoings, people. So yeah, it looks like Balogun's going to bring in a loan fee. Tavares has already gone. We're moving with Leno. A couple of other people could go, people. So yeah, the squad is getting trimmed, which Arteta said. Again, Edu is to hold a meeting over Hector Bellerin's future. Monza want Pablo Mari, which he's got admirers in Italy. Please go and do that, people. They want to sign the 28-year-old on an option on loan with an option to buy. And to be honest, that will be Torreira 3.0, 2.0, because next summer they'll just say he's got a year left on his deal. We're not paying whatever you want. You know, you'd imagine Pablo Mari, Cedric, Nicolas Pepe, these are all contracted until 2024, as is William, Saliba, Martinelli, and Saka. We hope those three sign new deals, people. You know, Leicester tried to make a move for Leno. It didn't bang. So, yeah, man, Balogun's going over there to France. Raul de Thomas is set to turn down Premier League advances in favour of returning to Real Madrid. Apparently, Arsenal have been among the English clubs to show an interest in the Espanyol striker. Bayern Munich also keeping an eye on the Spaniard. Arsenal favourites for Gakpo. Arsenal are leading the way in the chase for Cody Gakpo. I mean, we've been hearing that. Apparently, well, it didn't happen. It didn't work in it. So them Leno Telemann swap was a myth. Bellerin is still in contact with Betis and awaits news from Arsenal. Bellerin continues within the established deadlines at the club. They remain hopeful for a possible return of the right back, although they have to be patient as they are clear that if everything goes according to plan, it'll be an operation that is forged in the last stretch of the market. Time is running in the favour of Betis, and the immobility of the market plays against Arsenal, who begin to assess alternatives to facilitate their exit. A few days ago, it was Edu Gaspar, Arsenal sporting director, who opened the door to the possibility of the winger, I think they mean right back, getting the freedom letter. So let's hope he busts out, man. I mean, if he takes less finances, why not, man? But yeah, Bellerin needs to happen. And again, his agent's in talks to discuss the next strategy, people. And the Catalans are waiting. Apparently, the player does not want to continue at Arsenal, and his priority is still to return to Betis. Although the club itself has told him the difficulty today of registering players, it will therefore be an operation that can be forged in the last days of the market, since the player himself knows that Betis must speed up the exit ram first to release chips. The most important thing is the idea of the player, who has repeatedly transmitted to Betis that he wants to return and is willing to make an economic effort. In addition, these summer months that he is receiving in London would provide him with a greater cushion for this new and lower contract. So again, just playing a bit of chess really, and hope Arsenal break. The longer it takes, the more we'll break into whatever they want. Once again, Monza have been linked with Pablo Mari. I mean, AC Milan, Juventus, Inter Milan, Valencia, Fenerbahce, Galatasaray, Monza. You know, hella clubs have been linked with this guy. Everybody's interested. How many people putting money down? So yeah, Monza's the latest club to be linked with Donny. Once again, Sampdoria are taking a look at Torreira. You know, again, we are going to be centered around exits. Once again, Pablo Mari, backstory. Apparently, Fenerbahce signed Luan Perez after Pablo Mari refused their proposal. The Arsenal centre-back was their first target. Jorge Jesus wanted him, but the deal is now off. Some clubs interested in him. Arsenal could choose to keep him until January. And again, you look at our last 9 captains, people, you look at that. Gallas got axed. Seth Fabregas and Van Persie wanted to leave. You know, Mertesacker, Arteta, and Vermaelen playing. Xhaka and Aubameyang, they kind of went dirt. They kind of got done dirty. And Koscielny, once he left, started acting like one pussy. So yeah, there you have it, people. Allegedly, Ben Jacobs, who said we would do a stream last Thursday, sold dreams, man. Fucking neat. But anyways, apparently he said Sane links were prior to Rafinha, and I think that Arsenal gathered quite quickly when they turned their attention to Rafinha that it's going to be tough to get Sane to move away from Bayern. I think Bayern's preference is still to try and keep Sane. I mean, guys, just talking about players for the sake of it, people. Again, primary target for Sampdoria is Torreira. Arsenal are asking for 8 million euros and have refused a loan. Sampdoria are monitoring the situation with extreme attention and could come with the money they get from Damsgaard sale, which is required. You know, everyone's getting peas and then they start acting. Sampdoria is monitoring the situation with extreme attention, probing the availability of the player who would meet Marco João and the agent of Pablo Bentancur. The biggest obstacle, however, is Arsenal. The London club, which paid 28 million from Sampdoria back in 2018, does not intend to lend him. Also, because he's in the last year of his contract, or free him for free. The demand continues to be 8 million. So let's see what's going on. If they get peas, maybe something can be done in that regards, people. What's this? I think this is just some Gabriel Jesus propaganda, really and truly. I mean, we know he presses high. We know he knows where the goal is. We know he's a level raiser, a level starter, like they said here. Who knows, man? Odegaard has said he's very proud. He's very proud to wear the shirt. People, he obviously is going to say it's a good performance. He spoke on confidence being high. He said, I think the confidence is obviously high. We've had some good games. We've beaten 2 good teams now lately, and we're playing well. So of course we have a good feeling, but we have to stay calm. We have to stay humble and keep working hard. We know it's not going to be easy, so we have to keep working hard and always being on our toes. That's what it's all about, to push every day. Not a bad start, as he said, for being, lifting the trophy as a captain. He said, of course, I was happy, proud, and grateful for the trust and for him wanting me to be the captain. That's a big achievement for me, and it's nice to be part of such a good team. So I'm going to enjoy that. He then spoke on other leaders. He said, yes, of course, it's important we all take leadership. It's not just about me or a few people, but I think everyone needs to take the leadership and do what's best for the team. So everyone's got that. He then said, we've been waiting a while for Crystal Palace. Finally, we've been waiting for that one for a while. We're looking forward to starting again. It's always nice to get back to playing important games. So it's going to be nice, and hopefully we can get a good start. Arteta on the win, Hayes, to play against a team that has been very, very successful in the last few years, that has a huge European experience. We wanted a different test. We have a different way of playing, a different character. I think they mean the games. The games you have to play within the game is something different, and it's good preparation for us. There are many moments within the game that went for us. Obviously, it's a big score, but there's still a lot of things that need to be improved. On the quality of defending, it's about the connection between all the players, all the units, exactly the intensity, the willingness to win the ball as high as possible on the pitch. The more we are, how willing we are when that press is beaten to get back and be compact again. It's just a team effort, and individually and collectively, they are really living the game in every single ball, and this is what we demand them to do. Amen. I mean, obviously, he keeps speaking about Gabriel Jesus for obvious reasons. He said he's fitted in very well. What's going on here? What's Twitch trying to tell me there? He's obviously going to pick him up there, people. He said we are hoping that it's going to happen, but obviously the player has to adapt to a new city, to a new club, to new teammates, and he's done it in a really fast and natural way. You can see the way they look for him on the pitch, on and off the ball, what he's able to transmit as well on that pitch. So I'm really happy. On Odegaard, I think he makes Gabby better, which is lovely to see, and obviously Saka in the mix. And he needs a threat in front of him because he's a player that can find the last someone to make him look better, and I think the connection is already there, and with the wingers too. If we were missing movement up front last season, 100%. We tried to improve the team and recruit in order to get better, and obviously there were things that we didn't have. We tried to get them when we bring people in. We'll develop our players. That's always the objective. On Jesus' role in the team, what are seeing? What people need to proofread this shit. What we are seeing is that everybody, not just Gabby, plays that intensity and that willingness to win the ball. And obviously, when you got 2 games a week and things, we're gonna have to see this. There's question marks how this can be implemented consistently to promote mistakes and to play in the opponent's half as much as possible. You cannot do that if the players at the front are walking. They are not tracking. They don't have that instinct and that intention to provoke things that we want. And Gabby is be an out-and-out forward. He can play out wide. He moves in many different areas in the pitch, but he has to be an out-and-out striker for us. That's what we need. If we're bringing in a next man that's not going to score goals, what's the point? His versatility is well known. We are now using him as a 9. He can play as a winger off the left and off the right. So he said it there. You can play with 2 strikers as we've done in pre-season as well, and change the shape a bit. It gives us a lot of flexibility. He then spoke on the strength of the squad. We're still hoping to do something else if the market allows us to do that. You've seen some movement in the other direction in the last few days, so we want to get the perfect balance and plan. We wanted right at the beginning. Whether we can accomplish that or not is another story, but I'm happy with where we are. On Bellerin following Tavares out, we don't know. We're going. I think it's going to be really important. Obviously, we have recruited Zinchenko in that position, and we have Kieran as well, which is 2 really strong players in that position. And we believe that Nuno's best solution was to do that. On Odegaard, he said, what I've seen over the past 18 months since he's been with us, he's represented the values of this club, the team, the teammates, and the staff in the best possible way. He's displayed an ambition to take this club to a different level, to push this team and contribute within it, and as well the way he is respected by everyone inside the organization. He's also the captain of his national team, and I think it was the right call. I'm proud to announce that because I think he's a really good person to deliver that commitment to the team. I'm not interested about players taking the knee or not. On pre-season as a whole, we had a mixture of spending time in London and being away. We have played competitive matches against very different opponents and formations and ways of playing and behaviors from teams. We have had different conditions as well. We were in Germany. We had to acclimatize with the weather there. We went to America and it was the same. Now we play with different contexts and atmosphere as well. So in general, I feel like the team is prepared. The ball is going to start rolling on Friday night and it will be a different story. On injured players being ready for Friday, Smith Rowe, Tommy Yasu, and Fabio Vieira, or 2 of the 3, or some people can be on the bench. They'll have to go through what they need this week, and then hopefully we'll have them available. They're lacking minutes, but we'll have to build that up like any other injury that we get during the season. On Zinchenko, people, first of all, his mentality, he's used to winning. Winning is the only thing, and winning in the right way. He's a perfectionist and a really demanding boy. I know him so well, and after that, he brings qualities that we didn't have in the squad. He gives us the option to play within different roles in different spaces, and I'm really happy to have him. Obviously, again, in relation to Arteta, he bigged up the fans for their performances, obviously, in what they did in the 6-0 drumming of Sevilla, people. So, yeah, man, we're getting everything from the fans still. We have shared the minutes across the team in the best way possible. We had another game on Wednesday at Coley, and everyone needs to be fit because things can still happen from here until Friday. Everybody needs to be available and at their best to give the right performance. We're really excited for the season. We know that Friday night is going to be a very different game with a different context and atmosphere. We have to prepare really well for that. So, yeah, man, it is what it is. But in relation to transfer news, again, it seems to be a lot more centered around outgoings, people. 269 likes. Can we get that towards 300? Appreciative for you lot tuned in, day out with the guy, people. But in relation to transfer news and what the gaffer has said, that's that. So, yeah, what else you lot saying? Bring back Leipzig form for Werner if you could. Charles, hella playground banter, bro. We still have the same midfield 3 as last season. I'm worried. I mean, if Partey is fit, I'm not worried. Xhaka's durability is there. And obviously, you've got Odegaard. Would I like another midfielder or midfielders? Yeah. Opinions on pre-season. Saliba looking like a world beater. I mean, the majority of the squad are fit. Confidence is being built. What more could you want? Jesus has fitted in effortlessly. You know, Saliba's a bit unfortunate in that he'd probably be the player of pre-season if you can't not say it weren't Jesus. So, yeah, man. Kevin Samuels, RP, he's different. And Sensio's got ability, just can he stay fit, man? Is the other thing. Emre on full crud, bro. Safe. I'm just seeing what you lot were typing, people. Of course. What's FPL saying? Information will be out tomorrow. Speaking of Lissandro, I watched a bit of him playing yesterday, and he's tiny, but his positioning looks good. Does Saliba start on Friday? I'd imagine so. Genuinely, I think Arsenal will finish top 4 at the end of the season. We all hope so. DG feeling a lot more secure with White at right back than Cedric. 100%. I'd rather Ben White. I remember Ben White being quite poor in the victory over Chelsea. I won't lie, but yeah, man. On reflection, I would let Bellerin go with no testimonial. I mean, he can get the testimonial he wants, but F all of that, man. Fabrizio just tweeted Chelsea want to hijack Cucurella deal from City. That's lit. And that's it sparks a bidding war for Brighton, so they're laughing. Getting Marie and Bellerin moves almost 200k a week off the books. Marie at 75, 80, and Bellerin is at 110, 120. The transfer fees are almost irrelevant at this point. Ridiculous salaries. That's the thing, you know. If you're Pablo Marie, as much as I want him to be moved on, are you in a rush to move on? If I don't get favorable terms, whether that is Turkey or Italy or whatever, I'm on good money that I'm not going to get anywhere. If I see out the duration of my contract, which has another 12 months or so, I get a loyalty bonus. I'm in London. I'm 28, you know, so I'm not going to get a big contract elsewhere like that. I can't blame these guys for doing that, man. Hope you're good, Gene. Defensive forward hype. I mean, to be fair, it could be worse. You could have Lukaku. Birmingham fans love Austin Trusty. Hey, big him up. Big him up. Keep him. I read that Maria's cost us over 400k per appearance. Again, this is it. It's not just big money flops like Pepe. It's Williams and listen, I don't know. Don't ask me about I've offered my opinions on Thomas Partey, blood. Like, I don't know. I can't comment on that, innit? You know, first thoughts goes to the flipping victim or alleged victim, and that's all that should be there, you know. If man are innocent, let it prevail. But I'm not here for none of this. I ain't got nothing. What can I say, blood? Allegedly, Nicolas Pepe has offers from Southampton, Leeds, Newcastle, but he's reluctant to move there. Apparently, no other clubs, including Sevilla, has proposed a serious offer for him, hence why he would rather stay at the club. But crazy. It's all looking mad. Somebody said, look at Con Marble Halls. So again, I don't know if these guys are safe, but let's go and look at them. Let's see exactly what he said. I can't even find it, mate. Sorry for this, people. I'm actually trying to find it. I mean, on the 25th of July, you know, on the 22nd of July, he said, you know, getting really good signals from those close to Yuri Teller. Anyone could tweet this. Again, I hope he's right. I don't know him from nowhere. It's nothing personal. It's just, I don't know you. Player just waiting on Arsenal. Was told player was aware that Arsenal would wait late in the window to drive price down. Big contract on offer to the Belgium. He's waiting on Arsenal move, which is imminent. It's not really imminent, is it really? He said on the 25th, Arsenal are in constant talk, with the agent of Yuri Tellermans. Club will 100% move by the day. Small update for you. I mean, one of the worst well-kept secrets. No update on this for all who ask. He's on the top list for Arsenal for the centre mid position. Arsenal the mid, Yuri being their top talent, their top target in that position. Once I hear any more, I'll be sure to let you all know. So yeah, you got to take that with a pinch of salt, really and truly, people, and accept that at face value, sort of thing. But if you do, then that's that, innit?